Hello guys, I hope you're all doing well. Um, I'm here to talk about my first half of week number 30 of 2024. That's right, we're doing things a little bit differently now, as I've explained in the last few episodes. Instead of daily episodes, we're going to do bi-weekly, so twice a week for the clever one, for the not so clever ones out there. Bi-weekly is twice a week. And according to epochconverter.com, we are currently inside of week number 30, which is very scary. I need to pull my finger out, fucking week 30. Wow. So I've already been doing this for just over 30 weeks. And what have we really achieved? Not much. Fuck. Yeah, so we're on week 30. So the first half of my week 30, I've made some notes and I'm here to go over them with you, assuming that you give a fuck. So, let's read, eh? So, Monday. Glad I made notes because my mind has completely gone blank. Alright, so I woke up, thankfully. I uploaded my Instagram posts. It's funny how I noted that. Yeah, so I uploaded some pictures to Instagram. I don't really upload it's that much at all. So that I suppose that's why I noted it, because it's quite a rare occasion. And it's fucking rare for me, man. It was the pictures from travelling. I've met up with my sister and her boyfriend, who I went travelling with, to find some pictures of them. And to be honest, guys, I humbly present myself to you and say there were some sexy fucking pictures in there. So I've posted those now. I went on Fiverr because I did go out there with another girl, which I have spoken about at length many times. So I won't explain now. I also have been recording some of the journal entries talking about the travelling, which I haven't released yet, but I'm still working on it just so I can remember it in the years to come. But I went there with another girl with romantic aspirations. Turned out she was a complete hoe. It was very surprising. She really didn't give off those vibes, but she was a ginormous whore. Big time body count. I had to get an STD test. Long story. Not going to tell it now. But she was in some of the pictures, so I went on Fiverr, and for $6, I edited that bitch out of the pictures, and it looks fucking amazing. It looks flawless, like no one was ever there. So now we have these happy pictures, just the three of us without her. And yeah, you would never know. Literally, I'm looking at it right now. It's fucking outstanding. You would never know. Yeah. So posted those, and of course I'm getting the dopamine hits all day of everyone liking my picture and commenting how handsome I am, which is nice. Then I went to the hospital because unfortunately my nan has been hospitalised recently. She has some liver thing. We still don't know what it is yet. We just so we're clear, this is the 22nd of July, Monday. I'll make that more clear in the future when I'm moving on the days. But yeah, so unfortunately my nan's in hospital, so I went to go and see her. She's been moved to a different room, so I couldn't find her for a bit. I was walking around the hospital for a bit, and I walked straight past the reception in that area of the hospital. First of all, they wouldn't let me in the door for a bit. I had to buzz like literally 7 times. They finally let me in. I'd called my sister just before, my older sister, who I went travelling with, and she said she was visiting too. And I thought, oh, let's meet up or something. But we ended up bumping into each other in the hospital, so it was worked out anyway. I walked past the reception, as I just said, and luckily that avoided me from signing in, because you can only have 2 visitors at a time, which is pretty. I mean, I guess the rules are probably there for a good reason, but so luckily they didn't know about me, which worked out quite nicely. Then I arrived, said what's up, Had nice conversations. My sister, my nan, and yeah, it was very pleasant. Then some family friends walked in. One of my dad's childhood friends and his wife came in. Obviously, my dad's childhood friend had grown up around my grandmother ever since he was probably younger than how old I am now. So he came to visit, brought gifts. It was very lovely, very wholesome, very very lovely couple. You know, they've been together for fucking, I don't know, 30 plus years, and that's what I want, guys. You know, I really want something like that. And I have actually asked him for advice before, like, yo, you're the only one out of your friends that still has a strong relationship that's remained. What's your secret? I don't remember what he said, but I think he made a joke out of it. He didn't say anything valuable. But yeah, I look at those two and I'm like, God damn, you know. And it is rare because so many people don't make it that far with an intact relationship. And who knows, maybe they're tearing each other's faces off at home in an aggressive way, not a sexual way. Maybe they're like screaming at each other at home. Um, yeah, I mean, you don't know what goes on, but from where I'm standing, it looks like a pretty good relationship. Um, and I'm envious. Anyway, um, my cousin also came in. I haven't seen her in a few weeks, so it's cool to see her. And yeah, we just talked about, and I mentioned to her that I was leaving the restaurant, and she says, "Where are you working now?" But since then, there's been some developments in my situation at the restaurant, which I have also explained many times, and I'm now staying. And I told her why, and she was shocked. Every time I tell people, I'm shocked too, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. Did that really happen? Yeah, it happened. Very sad. But I will talk about it in full once again, probably for the last time, in the recap of the travelling experiences. Now, after I left the hospital, let me refer back to my notes. So I left the hospital after about almost 2 hours. Got back. On the way home, I bought my dad a coupon because as it was his birthday the next day on the Tuesday, I wanted to buy him a coupon. To his favourite restaurant. I used to buy him like lots of Guinness merchandise. Guinness is a brand of beer. I'm sure most of you knew that. But it's a brand of beer, and I used to buy that for him all the time. But now I don't really endorse his drinking anymore, so I don't want to encourage it. So I don't buy that shit for him. So now I just get vouchers and shit. I mean, I try to be creative. I try to do gardening tools or kitchen equipment. Once I got him a telescope, which was gangster, but he just doesn't use it. So I know that coupons are a little bit lazy, but fuck it, you know. That's what I got him. So yeah, after that, I started preparing the personal training videos that I had to reshoot, writing my notes, watching the examples, and making sure that I ticked all the boxes. When my dad got home, I was rushing a little bit because he says, "Let's do it as soon as I get in." And I was like, fuck, I spent all day fucking around at the hospital and messing around Instagram and shit. And now he's almost home and he wants to do it, and I've not finished the notes yet. He got in the door. I was just about finished. I could have gone, but then he just said, I don't want to do it today. Let's do it tomorrow. I was like, alright, that's actually sort of suits me. We should have done it though, because, you know, the lady she only works Tuesday and Friday. So if we did it on Monday, she could have marked it on Tuesday. So sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. So he didn't want to do it, so I went on a run instead. I had some liver in the fridge that I wanted to cook with him. Never eaten liver before, so this was an experience. Went on a run, and it was my best, well, not my best time, it was actually my third best time, but it's the best I've felt on a run in a long time. Yeah, third best 5k time. Which was surprising because I didn't necessarily feel that rapid at the start. I felt good all through, but I didn't feel like, sometimes I have a really quick start and I'm like, this is going to be a good run. But yeah, the start didn't feel that quick. I'm going to look up how professional athletes, like running athletes, pace 5Ks when they speed up and slow down, etc. Um, when I got back from my run, I saw that the car was back on the drive, and oh wait, no, that's not true. No, I've skipped a note. That's not true. So I got back. My dad was already in. He'd never left. Um, and we put the fucking liver on the grill, not the grill, the hob, and yeah, covered it in flour first. Put it on there. We didn't have any potatoes, so I just put a little bit of pasta and a hard-boiled egg for carbs and all that protein and shit. Put the liver on, salted, and it was alright. You know, when I first started eating it, it was not fantastic. It wasn't, yeah, I wasn't over the moon about the taste. It's like, oh, this is actually a little bit weird. I can see why people hate this. But as I carried on eating it, because there was a lot of liver, there was definitely more than one serving. And as I continued to eat it, I was like, you know what, this is alright. It's actually growing on me. And then I finished it, no problem. Um, the taste is a little bit weird. I'd probably rather taste lamb chops than a lamb liver. But, you know, it's alright and it's really good for you. And let's just say my excrement has been pretty healthy after eating it. So, pretty sure it's good for your stomach. I'll probably try and have it every now and then. Even though it's not tremendously like that nice in it to taste. But it is definitely bearable. Afterwards, I decided I just wanted to walk to the shops. We needed eggs and milk, and I also got M&Ms, which is kind of my main reason for going. Came home, procrastinated for a few hours before finally finishing or refining my PT notes. And I wanted to do a live stream that night, but because I didn't finish the PT notes till midnight, I just had to go to bed. You know, I couldn't start a stream at midnight. That was just not doing that. Got in bed after I finally, because at first I told myself I want to do the PT work and then I'll have my M&Ms, but then I had the M&Ms first. So then I said, all right, I'm not going to bed until I finish the PT work, and luckily I stuck to my word on that. I really want to start sticking to my word with myself more. When I say something, a lot of times I don't follow through, so I just lose respect for my own word, and I want to stop doing that. So if I first of all stop just throwing like words around like that and just start small, like I will, I don't know, wake up at this time and then do it. I'll go train at this time, do it, and then slowly build up bigger things. Say I will make this amount every day, and then now I have to do it because I've already done all these other things. That's my thought. I mean, I just know it can't be good if I tell myself, yeah, I'm going to do this. It's just really bad discipline. So I need to stop doing that. But luckily, I did it before going to bed. Then I was laying in bed on Monday night and I downloaded Hinge because I'm an idiot. I deleted Bumble. I don't think I mentioned that. I deleted it just because it's shit, and I can tell they're just suppressing the fuck out of my profile. So I downloaded Hinge. I told myself I'd take here we go again. I told myself something and I went against my own word. I told myself I'd have a week off dating apps and then download Hinge if I still felt like it after the week. But I said, fuck it, I'm just going to download it now because I guess I just wanted to talk to some girls. But, you know, the Lords in the skies, the universe is telling me something. I'm getting lots of matches, but I'm not getting any conversation. I've literally not had one reply back on Hinge. I've had 4 matches and 4 conversation openers, not one reply on Hinge. Which is crazy. Same with Tinder actually. I downloaded Tinder yesterday on Tuesday and no replies. It's actually nuts. It's probably the universe telling me get off dating apps, you're not ready for that motherfucker. So yeah, fell asleep and woke up around 10:50ish on Tuesday. Had 4 hard-boiled eggs and sourdough bread. Got on the computer, so this is Tuesday the 23rd of July 2024. Got on the computer and I sorted out all of my banking apps because I've got my new phone and some of my apps are being really annoying. I had to phone the fucking bank and tell them to change my email so I could log in because my email is an old one, it's my dad's old one. So yeah, got into the bank, sorted all that, that was good. Went down a YouTube rabbit hole for a bit, and then finally, I mean, I waste a lot of time on YouTube for sure, but sometimes good things happen, and I was sort of exposed to um, online PTing, which to me, I don't know. I probably would never myself, from a client's end, hire an online PT. But that doesn't really matter because I think it is a big industry. Doesn't matter if I would do it, but yeah, if it's a big industry, I'd probably be going into that first. So I wanted to learn more about the online PTing. I'm not really sure where I'd have a studio or whatever, but yeah, it looks interesting, and I suppose I should explore more into that because It's gonna be a few months now until I can be a real PT in person. Plus, online PTing could potentially be more scalable if I could hire other people. Um, then I'm not sure what happened first, but I'm not sure whether this sort of feeling came from recapping the travelling, but next I recorded about an hour's worth of talking about travelling, and I'm not sure, I can't quite remember if this was before or after, but for the rest of the day I was feeling really sad. So that might have been triggered. That might have happened because I was recapping and reliving some of the moments whilst travelling related to this girl. But, you know, I've been alright for last week, I was alright. Obviously she's still on my mind, but the sadness isn't so intense. But yeah, yesterday on Tuesday I was feeling pretty sad for most of the day about it. And it's not a heartbreak sad anymore. It's just like the whole situation is such a shame. And it's, I guess, just devastating is the right word. It's just devastating. It's just so sad. And I just want to understand the person. Like, of course I'm no longer interested in, now I know more about her, I'm not interested in a relationship, but it's just like, why? Like, what is wrong with you? What the fuck happened to her for her to behave like this? It's just such a shame. I wish I had a magic wand and I could change all that about her and make all of that never happen and live happily ever after with her. With just because, I mean, oh yes, something that was going around in my head was that the few weeks that I spent with her when I was blissfully unaware of her very promiscuous extracurricular activities were some of the best times of my life. Because you have to imagine, guys, I was completely in love with this girl for months, and at one point, when I first met her, she had a boyfriend. So it went from feeling unachievable to it's happening now, and it was like my feelings for this girl were the strongest I've ever experienced by far. And I'm living with her on a tropical island. We're sleeping together, and it's like my brain was fucking going crazy, and it was probably the happiest time of my life. And to think that the happiest time of my life was just built on a bed of lies, and it was just, I was completely misinformed, is a massive shot to the fucking liver. But you know, there's no point in lingering around that, because that idea and that like thinking like that doesn't give me any strength or power. So that there's no point in just lingering over that. But sometimes I have days where I can't help but just think about all of that shit, and it can't escape my mind. It's literally at the forefront of my mind for hours. And Tuesday was one of those days, probably because I didn't really do much, you know. And I recapped the half of the trip, which obviously includes her and my feelings during the time and what was going through my mind and what was happening and what she was saying. And yeah, yesterday was a little bit of a tough one, to be honest with you. I almost wanted to do a video, but I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to save it all till tomorrow. And today, luckily, I feel a little bit better. Just talking about it now, I can feel my fucking mood drop a little bit, but yeah, it just fucking sucks, man. I will explain in the travelling. If you guys are really that interested, I'm assuming you're not, but I'll explain in the forthcoming travelling recap videos. But my friends, my brothers out there, any young men or men, just I guess do your homework on any women that you want to be involved with, and I don't want to say assume the worst, but be aware that, you know, they're capable of some pretty disgusting things. So it's a horrible way to think and live like that 24/7, but just be aware that, you know, that pretty girl that looks like she goes to the church and looks like she can never do any wrong is probably not all that innocent. I don't want to say probably. I wish you all the best, guys. All the viewers out there. I really hope that we can all find someone, and if there's any women watching too, or whoever you're attracted to, I hope we can all find partners that bring the best out of us and live long-lasting, happy relationships. You know, some people can make it work, but I feel like it's becoming increasingly more rare in our new age with our generation. It scares the fuck out of me. It's probably my biggest fear. Just not ever being able to find anyone to build a proper relationship over decades. And yeah, that keeps me up at night. That's probably the only thing I worry about. I suppose I'm very privileged. I watched a video the other day, and it was in the Middle East. So there was some army base and missiles being shot in the air, and the sirens going off, and there's a voice, like a voice on the sirens, and so I was like, okay, when I watch videos like this, my problems aren't shit. You know, there's literally, dude, I'm sad over a girl, fucking grow some balls, man. Like, there's some people that are getting missiles fired at them at work, and they just hope that some missile defense system won't malfunction, otherwise they're dead. You know, grow up. Maybe I should start going on gore sites whenever I feel sad to realise that my problems ain't shit. Might go on one now. No, not now. Chaotic.com. Disgusting. You know, chaotic.com is a very interesting website, and I would probably browse it more often, but I really don't feel comfortable with the amount of pornography on there. You know, there'll literally be a video of somebody getting their fucking face blown off right next to an anal sex video. It's really fucked up. Chaotic. What the fuck, man? You know, just keep the porn on one website and the gory videos on the other website. Why are they on the same website? It's super fucked up. Anyway, weird side rant over. So yeah, felt pretty down, which is what I just covered. Went for a dog walk, and I made it a long one, as I was feeling a little bit down. And yeah, it was alright, you know. My dog's eye was a little bit cloudy. We need to keep wiping them. Now she has diabetes, she gets dry eye, so we need to keep it, I don't know if moist is the right word, but we have to keep treating it. I should have done it before we went on the walk. I didn't realise. She was kind of tripping over a bit because she didn't have this vision in her left eye. But yeah, apart from that, she was still bouncy and very fast. It was very cute seeing her running around. Yeah, blasting Coldplay, and also I don't remember what other music, but today I've started listening to Childish Gambino's new album. Heavily recommend it. It's really good. Yeah, so I actually bumped into somebody I went to school with. I was like, "Yo, what's up, G? How you doing?" Yeah, so luckily it wasn't awkward. Every time I walk up to someone and I'm like, "Fuck, it's gonna be awkward," and they don't make it awkward, I'm always like, "Fuck yeah, man, I like you, man. Thanks for not making it weird." So many people are so awkward now, but he was chill, and I kind of expected him to be awkward because he was kind of a geek at school, but you know, big up. Then I did some last preparation for the videos, and when I got back, oh yes, so sorry, when I got back, my dad's car had returned into the drive. It was also his birthday today, which I had mentioned, and it was also my friend's birthday today. My friend who I'm building the church for, who unfortunately passed away last October. He would have been 20 today. So that realisation was sad and embarrassing, because how did I forget to track his birthday? I should have actually gone down to his family today, but I fucked up because I'm a fucking dickhead. Yeah, so my dad's car was back. He drove his girlfriend back from the hospital, and I hadn't seen her in a few days, so I went up to wish her well. She's doing all right. Yeah, so then did some last preparation for the videos, sat down with my dad and recorded them. It took about an hour in total to do all 3 of the videos. I had to redo the one-on-one consultation, the warm-up and the warm-down of the exercise. It's fucking long, but yeah, it's all right. My dad was annoying me sometimes. He's pretty funny as well. He couldn't get up when we did some stretches. He almost fell over. But yeah, done the videos now, sent them off, uploaded them, and I hope that, you know, they just fucking don't mess me around, just pass me now. I've done it, done what they wanted, made myself look like an idiot. Hopefully they can just pass it now. Then I went to my nan's house in my car to water her plants. Obviously she wasn't in, she was at the hospital, that's why I'm watering her plants. The plan was to, on the way back from my nan's house, pick up some food that my dad would have ordered because he wanted a takeaway for his birthday. And yeah, he had this restaurant, it's kind of new in our town. He wanted to try it out. He read the menu and he just told me what, he screenshotted it and he sent it to me. I went in, I said, "Hello sir, I would like to get from the takeaway menu," and I pointed at it to say, "Oh, with this." He's like, "Oh, actually there's been a typo. There was something that was, how much? It was £20, this big sharer platter per person." He's like, "Oh, there's been a typo, it's actually £55. I was like, "What?" So I called my dad, I was like, "Yo mate, they're telling us for £55. He's like, "Yeah, fuck that." So we didn't get it. I said, "No thank you mate," I walked out, and he says, "Let's just get an Indian instead." And typically I don't really go for Indian, but I just recently tried it when I was away travelling in Malaysia, funny enough, and it was bloody nice. I got this fucking lamb sauce, not lamb sauce, but it was like lamb meat with this weird orange sauce with almonds in it that tasted quite sweet. If you guys know what it is, comment below. It's fucking nice. Cheesy naan bread, it was lovely. Probably terrible for you though. But yeah, it was really nice, and I also had some M&Ms as well. I've been eating loads of confectionaries the last few days, but only one a day. That's not strictly true, but yeah, still jacked. I've got so much weight to give up. I think I'm like 76 now. I'm fighting on 79 kg on Saturday, but yeah, fuck it. Just enjoying myself at the moment. Let's consult my notes. Ordered the Indian and went upstairs, had my M&Ms, uploaded the videos to send to the lady, went down a YouTube rabbit hole for a bit, and then I finally did a little stream. And I said I wanted to do like a 3 hours of streaming a week, because I still actually have like a few guys that still come into my chat loyally for years, and I could build off of that. And I do enjoy it, obviously, but yeah, did a little bit of a Roblox stream, because again, I want to stick to my word. I set a goal for myself in Roblox, and I want to complete it now, and I'm actually bored of it. I don't really want to keep playing it, but I said, fuck it. I said I was going to do it in front of all these people. I need to finish the goal. I'm almost there now. I could probably get it down in 1 more stream, if not 2, and then I want to move on to Vintage Story, the next game, which I really want to try, and I haven't even played it yet. I want to try it all on stream. Yeah, and then I went to bed around 2:30ish. And now on to today. Today is Wednesday, the 24th of July 2024. Time is really flying. It's really flying. It's been about 5 weeks now since I've been back in England. Fucking hell. Fucking flying. And yeah, so today I woke up at around 8:30. I'd organised a private, I think it was just on Tuesday or Monday, I organised a private with one of the coaches at the gym. And I don't really know why I did this. I kind of did it on a whim. I just said, fuck it, I'll get a private with the guy, one of the head coaches. And cool, got the private, £80 for the hour, 80. And I had these 2 videos from my competition a few weeks ago. I had 2 matches with the same guy who was very passive and stalling, and it really fucking annoyed me. So I wanted to show him the videos and ask him what I could have done differently. And I'm happy to say I'm very happy with the work we did inside of that hour. I think it was £80 well spent. I was very happy with it. So yeah, we made some progress. I took some videos, I took some notes, and I'm looking forward to going through those and developing my jiu-jitsu game. So I've decided, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I wanted to find a way to track my jiu-jitsu progress. And I'm going to do that now by competing more regularly and finding the competitions as, of course, I record the competitions. And the competitions is where I find the mistakes and I work on it. So I haven't completely 100% finalised how I'm going to record jiu-jitsu progress, but it's going to involve competing more and working on things that failed in competition, because competition is all that really matters. Doesn't matter in the gym. So finding my errors in competition, coming home, working on them, and doing better the next time. That's how I want to evolve. So at least 6 competitions a year at the very minimum. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So yeah, I had a coffee with my friend after training. Very long conversation, probably about an hour to chat. Yeah, it was very enjoyable. You know, it's one of those guys who we just chat and doesn't feel like we have to think of something. It's an enjoyable chat. But eventually it's time to leave, so we part ways. And yeah, it was journey home. Again, I'm listening to Childish Gambino's new album. I definitely recommend, my friends. It's fucking amazing. I've got no notes now because this is literally just today, so I'm trying to remember it and not miss anything out. And then on the way home, my friend texts me and says, yo, we're doing a spontaneous walk. This is my group of 2 friends from my old school that like walking and chatting. And they're the most unlikely friends in the world. One is white and, let's not say racist, because he's not racist, but he's very statistical. He's a numbers guy, and you know, he'll bring up the stats that like black people have committed more crimes, and even though there's not as many, you know, all that shit, he'll bring that up. You know, even if it's not relevant, he's a numbers guy, so he talks about all that shit. And I've got my other friend, who these two are friends together, is this Muslim dude, and he's very, very religious. And my friend, my white friend, is Christian, but he's into science, but I don't know why he's Christian. It doesn't make sense that he's Christian, but he's very into science and he's very against Islam. Not against, but he just says not real to this guy's face. And they have debates about it, but then they're still friends afterwards. It's very impressive, actually. Yeah, so that's what I mean. They're very unlikely friends, but they're still like great mates. They spend loads of time together. And they invited me on their intellectual walk, where they walk and talk about things that I'm not really smart enough to pitch in on, but I'm just flattered to be invited all the time. So we met up in a coffee shop. I actually bumped into the dude on the train because he was coming back from work. He was wearing a full suit. And yeah, we walked around the town for a bit and chatted away. Didn't have that much to talk about. It was a very short meet up compared to our other ones. And yeah, it was yeah, nice little chat. Then said see you later. I organised to go to the gym with my mate afterwards, after I went home and ate, but I ended up changing my plans. Got on the bike, went home, had my food. Fucking hit different today. I have bolognese almost every day, but today it was amazing. I had the bolognese, jumped in the shower. I think I played some Minecraft gameplay for one of the videos that I'm voicing over. And then originally I texted one of the dudes from my work. I was like, yo G, because I've mentioned this previously, just by sheer coincidence, one of the guys from my work trains jiu-jitsu and he bought a jiu-jitsu brand, and he wants me to wear some of the kit in a competition, so he's giving me some free gear and affiliate codes and all that stuff. And I was like, yo man, let's train on Wednesday night, because he told me the gym he's at, and I looked at the timetable. I'm like, yo, let's train Wednesday night, give me some of the gear to wear on the competition, and it's awesome, we'll have a great time. And he said, oh, I'm meeting up with the other guy from the bar, we're going out to some product unveiling. I'm like, what? I was like, alright, fine, I'll go gym with my other mates. But then he says, actually, I think I'm going to cancel. My fiance's sick. I can't go out and get drunk, but I'll go out and do jiu-jitsu for 2 hours. So I was like, sick. So we met up. Well, actually, we didn't meet up. I just went to the gym, met him there. A lovely little gym. Not little, it's quite big. These two fucking warehouses, these two different units. One is for all weights, one has got mats and bags. And yeah, the coach was really cool. He had a very interesting teaching style, which I really like. It's like a 20-minute drive from my house. I've never heard of it, and it's fucking legit. I had 2 hard rounds. I almost lost my second round. I almost lost. I was like, shit, this is like not that far from my house. I thought I was able to kill everybody in a 40-minute radius of my house. I'm wrong. There's a patch that I'm a little bit shit at. I still didn't lose, but I was very close. Not that it doesn't matter in training, but come on. If you have a little bit of competitive spirit, you do have that voice inside of you, especially when you're in a new gym that you've never been in before and you have sort of expectations, because my friend sort of hyped me up a bit here. He told the coach the gym I was at and who I knew, some big names like fighters, and he was like, "Oh, really?" So yeah, I think I lived up to it though. I did quite well with the rounds against their star guys, and yeah, I ended up I almost got a black eye. I got kneed in the face a little bit, and my face has swollen up a bit, but there's no bruising. It's just my face got a big bump on it, but it'll be fine. I'll be all right. It's going down already. Actually, I'm feeling it now. It's already going down. It's a shame. I kind of don't mind a black eye every now and then. But yeah, anyway. Did the session, about an hour and a half. Did the technique. I paired up with my mate. He's a little bit a newbie, but he's a cool guy. And yeah, did the rounds. Had little chats with the guys afterwards. And yeah, super cool place. I mean, I really wouldn't mind going there, like maybe once a month or something. I could have a chat with my dad's ex-wife, because it's actually near her house. Have a chat with my dad's ex-wife, and then go training. It'd be awesome. I could do that and sort of, because she says to me now, this lady, she says, I hope you're not going to stop seeing me now you feel better. And, I mean, first of all, I'm kind of lying to her. I don't feel 100% better, but I'm, you know, when I say that to people, I feel better for like 5 minutes after sending the text, because I'm like, oh yeah, I feel better, and then my body's like, you feel better, but then later I don't. But anyway, not really that important, because she did ask me how I was yesterday. I didn't mention that, but I texted her. She's like, how are you feeling today? XXX. I'm like, I'm actually a lot better today. I'm better than ever, I said. She was like, I'm so happy to hear that. But it's not exactly true. And yesterday, on Tuesday, as I mentioned, I was really not better than ever. I was probably worse I've been all week. But fake it till you make it, motherfuckers. Yeah, so it's near her house. I go and go training afterwards. It'll be pretty good. I might even be like, oh my god, wait. I'll have a look at the map. I could pick up the dude from the kitchen who I'm trying to train up, get him in there. That'd be so jokes. Yeah, that'd be so funny. Oh, it's probably a very long drive though. That'd suck. But yeah, before I left to go to the gym, I actually filled up my car, like 50 quid's worth of petrol. I spent so much money today. Oh yeah, I forgot at the coffee shop. I also bought a shirt. So let's do the maths here. Fuck. So the private was £80. Then I bought a shirt for £30. Then I filled up my car for £50. And then I went to the shops and spent like £2.80. Today I spent £162.80. Wow. That's crazy. Fucking hell. I'm definitely losing money this month. But yeah, my cost of living is so low, but my earning is so low right now because my hours have been cut. But fuck it, who gives a fuck? I'm not gonna be broke. I've got money saved, but I've just got. I can't. This living isn't sustainable like this. I realise that a few times a day. I'm like, I've had a really nice day today, but this is not sustainable. I've just gone round and I've seen friends and trained. I haven't made any money. It's not sustainable. I messaged my friend who's making all these successful trades, and I said, yo, let's just call each other for 6 hours a day and just trade. And if we don't make up to a certain amount, we don't hang up. We keep going. And I thought that was a really cool idea. I thought that'd be really good for me. But he said he can't because he's living with his brother now, and his brother can't be disturbed. So I'm like, fuck. Maybe I'll say, look, I'm going to be on the computer all day. Are you on the computer all day? Because I'm going to make some trades. I want to be able to get in touch with you and have good, quick responses. I'm going to be on the computer to this time to this time. I'll try and do that with him. I'll look at the charts and he can say, yeah, it's a good one or bad one, whatever. That's my idea. Yeah, so then I drove home today, got some chocolate because I wanted it. Got in with my new kit. My friend gave me the kit. I actually really, really like it. I'm going to wear it on the Saturday. Got that, and jumped in the shower, had some hard-boiled eggs, 2 hard-boiled eggs and a slice of bread with the chocolate. Watched some YouTube, tried to play some Helldivers, but it didn't work. And yeah, now it's almost 12:30, and I'm going to go to bed now and go to training in the morning. Cause just I want to do so. I want to just roll, and because I did rolling today, but it felt a little bit off. So I want to make sure I do more rolling before the comp and get as familiar as I can. So yeah, that was my first half of week, what was it, number 30? Yeah, that was my first half of week number 30. Thanks for listening, and I wish you all a successful second half of the week.